turnovers in the first half really really kept us from making any kind of move. We did cut down the turnovers in the second half to 4, but we had 10 or 11 at half, and you know, we had a ball in transition and just didn't finish many of them. So tremendous amount of work to do. Not nearly as good an effort as we had at Nebraska. The bounce wasn't the same. We were fortunate to win the game. They were quicker to all the loose balls. They were a step quicker than all of us in plays. Defensively, they shot 60% in the second half, so our defensive effort wasn't what it needed to be. So we're going to have to go back and really spend some time defensively. We've got to get back and make some better plays for our teammates and cut some of our turnovers all down.
Have you ever seen Lloyd shoot that well, even in practice?
Well, that was a good effort on a night we really needed it. You know, we were 2 for 11 in the first half from 3, and you know, and then we shot it really well from 3 in the second half. But you know, Johnny hit a lot of big ones for us. So no, it was a really good shooting night on a night we had to have, and you know, if his turnovers slowed us down that first half, the second half he cut those down and made some pretty good plays. Bruce has left the team, and so we'll move forward with the 13 players we have on the team. I'm not going to talk anymore about guys not on the team. You know, we'll discuss the 13 on the team, but Jabari and he have left the team, and so we'll just move on from here.
Can you tell us at least if the door is open for either or both teams?
No, we're past that point. You know, we're going to move on with the 13 guys we have on the team.
Did it impact your rotations a little bit?
Well, it did. It did. You know, he had played 7 or 8 minutes at Nebraska and gave us some pretty good minutes. So, you know, it affected us a little bit and makes DeVoe, you know, a lot bigger commodity coming eligible here next week. But DeVoe's going to have to pick it up. Johnny's going to have to pick it up. Garrett going to have to pick it up. EJ, Carlos, Brett. You know, we've got guys that are going to get a bigger opportunity now, and they just got to be ready for that opportunity.
Apart from Jonathan's performance, the rest of your backcourt seemed to struggle tonight. And how are you? Excuse me. How are you able to compensate for that offensively?
Well, we were fortunate. Johnny hit some shots. You know, we shot free throws well, which is another, you know, big component of it. But we got out rebounded. You know, and their second chance points, you know, we were up 6 there and got them to miss a free throw, and they get the rebound, put it in. You know, we just could never close the deal there because we couldn't get a defensive board at some critical times.
Are they different than the people you played, kind of the style-wise?
Well, they're a young basketball team, and they hadn't been scoring baskets. But when they got a few down tonight, they just played with a lot more energy and a lot more upbeat than they had been playing. And so, you know, a lot of that was just a young team, and you give them some baskets and get their confidence going. And they had some guys hit some pretty tough shots. They had some guys hit some easy shots. But all in all, they were really ready to play. And once they get a few shots down, they were tough.
Any concerns at all about keeping the rest of your group together?
Well, you know, I want guys that want to be here, you know, so, you know, we'll continue. I think everybody else is pretty solid, but, you know, we're going to move forward, and, you know, as long as we have enough guys to rotate in there, we'll figure out a way to compete. And, you know, it's about having guys that want to be here and want to play, and you know, we push the ball. We have a good system. There are a lot of guys that want to play at the University of Oregon, and you know, we'll find those guys and continue to move forward.
Coach, were you aware that Bruce was dissatisfied with his role in the team or anything like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, he'd been hurt. You know, he hurt his knee and had a concussion, and he's missed a lot of practices. You know, so yeah. I mean, but it's hard to play a lot when you haven't practiced much. He missed the Italy trip. You know, like I said, he had a concussion and missed a lot of practices, you know, preseason. So he was quite a ways behind the rest of the guys as far as practice.